Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm playing with my July Insect Cuties box from Not Too Shabby. This is my second time to play with it this month. I love I kind of make a commitment to myself to play with my subscription boxes twice in the same month to make sure I'm getting my value. So I always love getting a second go with my subscription boxes. With this one, I'm using this slimline paper pad that came in the box, and I'm going to make some 4x4 cards, and I'm going to make 4 of them. They're going to be a gift. I love to make sets of cards, and with school coming up and I have a daughter in elementary school, I always like to have things like this on hand. She'll have 3 teachers this year, so I'll need lots of teachers' gifts. So I'm going to go ahead and start making them now, and I have them ready to go. So I like to give sets of cards and journals and different things to the teachers, as well as things that I don't make throughout the year. So it's really easy to make this because the paper is 4x9. So all you had to do was cut off an inch on the length so that it's 4x8, and then fold it in half and you have your card base. Now I had this scrap. I always save my scraps, and I am going to make kind of just a fun little design here with you guys today. I was doing some crafting on my time, and I came up with this kind of, I don't even know what to call it really, but I guess it's kind of like a banner, but just untraditional. And the reason I say banner is because I lift the main part, the largest piece of that paper, and I put foam tape behind it, and then the 2 side pieces that I had flipped, those get glued down. So I guess that's why I'm calling it a banner, but I just wanted to use more of the patterned paper and add some layers to these little cards. You know, it's nice when you're making like a set of cards like I'm doing here today. You don't have to do it this way, but an idea is that you use one card design, but maybe change it up as I did with the color. You know, you have a theme. My theme is the insect cuties, and each card is going to have a different little cutie. So these are ephemera pieces that came in the paper pack. I do know that the kits are sold out for the month, but I think there is some paper left. I don't think there's any ephemera. But if you guys already get the kit, then here's some inspiration for you. If you don't, you can follow these card designs using what you have in your stash and still make some awesome cards. So I really liked the blue contrasting with this deep red. Now I had cut off this little ladybug's antennas when I was fussy cutting her. And so I just grabbed this little floral stamen. I don't know what it's called. I just know that this goes with like flowers, paper flowers, or what do they even call them? Fake flowers. I can't think of what they're called right now. Forgive me. Anyways, a friend had sent me those recently in a box, and so they came in handy. All right, now let me show y'all another way. So like there's no set. All you need to do is make sure that your little banner will fit on your card, right? But the size, you can tell I'm not measuring at all. All right, so for this one, I am taking a little bit more off because I want the sides to show. And then here, when you're putting these on, if you want to make sure that the edges don't go over the edge of the card, then what you do is put those down first, like I'm doing here. I have foam tape on the back of this piece, and I'm just securing those down like that. And now I know that these won't extend past the edges of my card. So that's probably the best way to line them up, especially for the envelopes we're going to make today. So I'm making 4 custom envelopes to go with these cards. I just couldn't help myself, and I wanted to inject some more cuteness with the stamp set, and I just didn't want to stamp them. These would fit in an A2 envelope, no problem. But I just wanted something custom, a little more special. Again, these are going to be a gift, and I could just see a cute little teacher pulling these out of her desk and thanking another teacher or a parent or somebody. So I wanted to make them extra special. My son's going into middle school. I'm kind of like perplexed. Like, they still get gifts, but like, I don't know. I'm going to have to like up my game, I think. Oh, goodness. So then I did wrap twine around all of these, and then I cut a piece to go inside of the cards. It was 3.75 by 3.75. Now, this kit did come with these Gina Marie embellishments. And let me tell you guys, I think I've underestimated the power of a tiny gem. Tiny little gems like this really can elevate your card. I mean, I use embellishments all the time. You'll see me use embellishments all the time. But when I started using these in the last box, I was really surprised how just adding 3 of these little gems really finished the card. And so I made sure to use them again with these 4x4 cards. And I did something kind of fun. I made sure to use 2 different colors on each card, with the exception of one of them. I only used white or clear. But it really took the card to another level. Okay, for our envelope, I'm taking a 8.5 by 11, cutting it down to 7 by 7. If you had 8 by 8 paper, you just cut it to 7 by 7. Essentially, you need a 7 by 7 sheet of paper. Now, I'm going to bring in a ruler. I'm going to do this a couple of different ways with you guys. I'm just going to show you. If you didn't have, it on the cutting board still, you could just do it this way with a ruler. And you're marking at 3 inches and 4 inches on every single side. I didn't figure this out on my own. I found this template from May Made It, actually. Me and the envelope punch board still don't get along, so when I'm making envelopes, I don't use it. One day I will conquer that board. Okay, so you always score on the outside lines. So do you see what I'm doing here? When you're done, you should have these crisscrossed like this. So you score from like the 3-inch to the 4-inch on the other side. I hope that makes sense to you guys. And then you just cut out those little squares, the little that were scored there, so you'll know which ones to cut, and then you'll get the shape of an envelope. I'm just using my bone folder here and creasing those edges. And then this first one's a little wonky. They're going to know this is handmade, right? Because I fold it, like usually I fold the 2 side flaps in and then the bottom flap over. But for whatever reason, I was making this one and I folded the bottom one in and the 2 side flaps over. It doesn't really matter, but The other tip I give you, because I hadn't made an envelope in a while, I made this one a little tight. And what I mean by tight is I like folded everything down nice and flat. When you're making an envelope, if you're a little bit looser, a little bit softer with how you glue things down, and you give yourself a more of a gap or a pouch in your envelope, then you can fit more dimensional cards in there typically. The cards still fit. It worked out great, but just a little tip. Okay, so the ephemera that I picked were the largest pieces of ephemera that came in the kit, and they each have a matching stamp. So this is where I wanted to inject even more of those little cuties and personalize the envelopes. So I coordinated the stamp on each envelope to go with the card so that the teacher will know, oh, okay, the little bee on the card matches the bee on the envelope. I also picked 4 different colors of envelopes and I just coordinated them to the paper. So here I'm adding double-sided tape and I'm leaving the back on it. This is how they conceal their envelopes. So just leave that backing paper on there. Now here I'm just showing you If you have, you know, it on your cutting board, you can just go ahead and mark it at 3 inches and 4 inches. You don't have to use a ruler. I just did that in case your supplies are more like limited and you're not even using a board like this. So here we are. My first teacher gift for the year is done. Yay. Oh, and they're just so cute. I really like these. And see those little gems? They really just add so much to the card. I think these are super adorable. I had so much fun playing with this kit. I don't have anything like this in my stash until now. I'm really happy. You know, that's what I like about the Not Too Shabby kits, is that the designs are so unique that each month I'm like, hey, I don't have something like that. And I just think that is so cool. And I love all the paper that comes in the kit, because you guys know I love me some paper and stamps and bling and all the fun things. So I hope this inspires you guys. Maybe, women in your Bible study class, whoever you need little gifts for, walking friends and buddies. You can make them a set of cards. They're super cute and so much fun to make. So thanks so much for watching. I'm going to leave a link below so you guys can go over to the Not Too Shabby shop if you like, and subscribe for next month's kit. All right, see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.